Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. I'm Patrice, and today we are going to be testing out some laser-friendly engravable tumblers from Craft Express. So thanks Craft Express for sending me these tumblers to test out. I'm super excited because some of these tumblers, y'all, I've never engraved on before. Okay, y'all, so I just want to show you all the mugs that we will be engraving today. All of these mugs are courtesy of Craft Express. These mugs are all laser friendly, so we should have no problem engraving onto these mugs and personalizing them. And might I add, these are just in time for the holidays. So first we're going to start off by framing it, and the program is telling us that it's going to take about 15 minutes for us to get this complete. So we will see. And after it frames correctly, it is going to be time for us to press start. For this material, I found that the settings of 20 power and 60 speed works best, and I'm only using one pass. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to do a voiceover because I know that laser is pretty loud and there's so much attached to it, and yes, this is the sound that you get from lasers. However, we are engraving this beautiful Craft Express tumbler, and I love that it is wrapped in faux leather, and I love the fact that we are actually able to engrave on it. The engraving looks very classy, very professional, and I'm excited to be doing this type of tumbler for the very first time. So we're all done with engraving our first tumbler, and from here it already looks amazing. And so let's take a closer look at this engraving and see how it did. So this looks beautiful. It looks absolutely beautiful. I can see the detail of those flowers, and that's really what I wanted to see on this particular tumbler, and it looks amazing. Look how crisp those lines are. And we actually don't have any soot or anything around the image, but I am going to get my Mr. Clean eraser and clean off the soot that's inside of the engraved area. But I am loving this tumbler. So for the next tumbler, we are going to be engraving onto a silicone wrapped tumbler, and the settings that I use for this tumbler is 80 power, 60 speed, and 1 pass. And this seemed to work perfectly with this tumbler. I absolutely love the color of the silicone wrap on the tumbler, and it is engraving. Now, when you're engraving rubber or silicone, just know that you are going to have tons and tons of ash, and so I have tons of ash around my laser, but the results are so worth it. This is super beautiful. It engraved nicely, and I love that it engraved to a white background. It looks awesome, and I'm just getting a alcohol wipe and cleaning out that soot in between those letters. All you need is an alcohol wipe to do that, or you can just put it under some water, but it looks great, and I love how this turned out. It's gonna make a perfect gift. Okay, so next we are going to do this card tumbler, or at least that's what I call them, and I am just attaching it now to the chuck rotary, making sure that it's tight because it is heavy, and I also don't want it to touch the bottom of the machine because it is wide, and so I just want to make sure that it's not going to touch. And I'm using a single step attachment because that bottom is really round. But now we are just engraving it, and for this I used a power of 100 and a speed of 20, and this took pretty long. This took about 45 minutes for me to get it all done, but it is well worth it, and I probably could have amped that speed up, but I love how this engraved. It looks beautiful. So it's all done engraving, and y'all, it looks really good. And so I want to go ahead and get this cleaned off just so that I can see exactly how well this engraved, but from there it looked really nicely. So now I'm just cleaning off that soot and the residue, and as you see, those letters are popping out even more nicely. I'm loving how this turned out, and you just want to make sure you clean it off really good. You can clean this, wash this in some warm water and soap, and that will work as well. So now we are engraving this black camper mug, and I used a power of 100 and also a speed of 20 for this one as well, and it is engraving really nicely. I'm loving how it's coming out. And this particular tumbler did have a little bit of an odor to it, so just be aware of that. Most of anything you engrave have an odor to it, but nonetheless, we're just going to go ahead and clean this off. But I am pretty happy with how this turned out, and I can't wait to add a name to this to personalize it. All right, y'all, so we're all done with engraving these laser-friendly tumblers from Craft Express. And y'all, I am impressed. I love how all of these tumblers turned out. If you are interested in getting any of these tumblers so that you too can try it with your laser, a link will be listed below in the description to Craft Express's Amazon store so that you too can make beautiful tumblers like this. And I just think engraving tumblers adds a different type of, it adds elegance to tumblers. Like, I love the colorful tumblers, I love the sublimated tumblers, but these can go so far, and it also opens up your potential clientele. So I absolutely love engravable tumblers. So thanks again, Craft Express, for sending me these tumblers. I am actually going to be getting a few more of these. I think they're going to make awesome Christmas gifts to give, and also to make and sell. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you are not already a subscriber. In addition, head over to Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok and join Craftable Things there as well. But that is going to be it for today, y'all. Thank you all so very much for watching. Until next time.